Leave my lights. There we go. Hello, this is Pixie doing another video. I had a bit of I don't know, maybe MGTOW stuff, I don't know. I had a bit of a health scare. Well, currently it's not too major. I'm going to just have to change my diet for a bit, and hopefully that solves it, I think. Basically, I had a kind of dizzy spell while I was driving. I thought it was a bit strange. Because it was a strange one that I felt like I was a slight lightness in my head, and my vision was like vibrating. I thought some form of like epilepsy or something. I thought I've never had this before. Because it's usually I tend to have a white out, so everything turns to white. That's an indicator. So what you're doing on a skid is like slow down the acceleration a little bit, because if you increase the acceleration, you increase the skid, because you want it to grip the ground to push forward with some sort of uneven weight distribution. So yeah, so I've reduced the acceleration to get the grip back on a skid. The only thing is, some things, manoeuvres, you only learn when you're driving. You have to learn from the experience. So yeah. Anyway, so the blood pressure, so it must be high. I thought, well, Christ, what's wrong with me? And then I felt a bit lightheaded later on in the day. I thought, oh, what's this about? I thought, I've eaten and stuff. I don't know what's going on. So I got, so I went to the pharmacy, because I thought, well, I don't want to rush to the doctor, I want to know what's going on first. And I went to the pharmacy, and I got a blood pressure kit. They said they wouldn't do it themselves, but they said send me somewhere else. I was thinking, it's in the evening, and I think one of these kits having them, so then I can monitor my health, basically. So I'm sort of using this thing every day. It did come up, so it had a left, I mean, basically it's used for the left arm only. But I did use it on left and right. Right arm gave me some much more severe blood pressure readings. So I will go on the left's information, because that's what it's designed for. And it told me I'm level 2, stage 2 hypertension, and it was up to the higher band of it last night. This morning I checked it, and I'm at the lower end of the band. Blood pressure's dropped. And then I was looking at things, so general exercise, drinking water, I think I'll avoid certain caffeine and stuff. That just probably puts me through the roof. Maybe I should get some herbal tea bags, because as a client I go around and have a drink. If I just have something to relax my body, I think it's caramel tea, that might work. Jasmine, I've got some jasmine tea bags as well. I find they're quite relaxing. Quite strong in flavour though. And potassium and magnesium, and I'm thinking, well, that's possibly quite true, because I haven't been having many green vegetables, which is because plants use magnesium, and so the greener they are, the more magnesium mineral I've probably got in them. I don't know if that's completely true. And the potassium I can get from bananas. Just have it regularly, 8 bananas. That's probably a good shout. And then the other thing to do is light exercise, like go for a walk and stuff, and rest. I think rest in between work. So you could be doing too much work that's done that. Sometimes things around stress of the body and the mind. So, but I generally don't feel unwell. It's just these strange effects that have happened. I have woke up in the morning. I felt the blood pressure in my ears. I felt my blood pumping. So I just need to address that. I was also thinking I was eating a lot of eggs, but maybe that's put your cholesterol up. Because the other thing is, when you get science, you usually get two sides. One minute it's saying it's bad for you and it's good for you, and I think a lot of it's about the industry and money. Like dairies, if they discover something bad, they say, oh yeah, it's bad if you have too much, but it's also bad if you have too little, they say, and all these other things. So they're not really giving you a proper picture, because you don't need to have dairies, you just need to have a calcium intake in your food at some area, some level. So we'll see how it all goes, really. I mean, that does affect the general MGTOW, because you've got to deal with your own health. And I know it's men going their own way, but I think men's health would tend to be a bit funny. Like, I don't want to. People say, "Oh, have you been to the doctor? Have you been to the doctor?" I'm thinking, well, not really. I don't want to rush to the doctor. The doctor might give me some sort of statins, and I'd rather get as much information about it as first, and see if I can make a difference to it. So by measuring my blood pressure, morning, night, maybe midday, I will have a picture as if I'm doing something right, something wrong. You know, like if you went out for a walk and then you checked it and it was better reading, then that suggests that light exercise is beneficial. But if it went up a lot higher, then you might think, well, actually, maybe I need to rest more. You know, so depending on what you're doing, or went to the gym and it didn't help. And also, would fasting help? And that's something to review as well, because bloody bikes are everywhere. Because it could be something done to reduce a lot of stress. It generates its own stress. Just try to get the weight down as quick as possible. But that could generate lightheadedness because you lose weight at different stages, different impact. And there's another thing as well I thought about would be a pet leech. It'd certainly take your blood pressure down because you'd be having a good drink of it. So yeah, health solutions, look at that for that. Anything else going on? I think investments are quite positive, they seem to be on the up. So I'm doing well there. Difficult to, I think generally with investments, to look for things that are different. Because if something goes well, they tend to have lots of forks of them, and some of them are improved versions, and some of them are just the same. And if there's too many of them, then they're not going to be profitable, because everyone will be invested in all these different ones. And when a few rug pull, people lose trust in the system. So there's things that go up and down all the time, and I think that's another thing, is that it goes up and down. So you have to find something quite stable. And there's some cryptos that act fairly stable, like ADA. You know, prices where they don't fluctuate much. I mean, it might go up all of a sudden. But at the moment, it's kind of just it's trusted, so it stays at a set price, but it's not doing a lot, which keeps it down. Because it sounds, you know, it's like it can do all these wonderful things. That's the plan, but it's still just the plan. So it's sort of like, oh, okay. And I'm just hoping I can make $1 million this year. And then the next phase would be to go abroad, but I need to sort my health problem first. I don't want to get on a plane and your blood pressure's through the roof, because it wouldn't be a good idea. Develop all the health problems on the way down. Go to Medellin. And the Spanish, I've got some Spanish I'm starting to learn a little bit. Hombres and mujeres, just like ladies, and lords and lads. Like hombres. What's that? It's got some chemicals on the ground. It's like a building site where I live. Las Niñas and Les Cours, El Cours. Yeah, trying to pick up the basics. It's probably easier to learn a little bit. I've also done a bit of French. I noticed there's some French connection in the word. Like lever, it's lees, lee, for reading. So we'll see how it all develops. Brilliant. Anyway, take care and speak to you soon. Bye.